Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would be.
Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo.
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
But weight classes,
he's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him?
The highly anticipated face-to-face.
The long-awaited face-off between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Terence Bud Crawford finally happened, and the tension was undeniable. This explosive moment unfolded during the high-stakes press tour for their upcoming super middleweight clash, set for September 13, 2025, in Las Vegas. Under the bright lights of the Riyadh season media event, the two fighters stood inches apart. No smiles, no words, just locked eyes and an eerie silence. It was a moment designed for the cameras, but the intensity was very real. Canelo's cold stare met Crawford's steady calm. Two champions, two legacies, and one collision course. The hype is real. This is being called the fight of the century.
Unrelated to this fight, but Turkey made it seem like you weren't going to be promoting the Terence Crawford-Canelo fight. Is there anything you can kind of clear up on that?
He made it feel like I wasn't?
Yeah, well, he said that someone else was promoting it. He didn't say no TKO, he just didn't include your name in a tweet, and people kind of freaked out online about like where'd Dana go?
I'm going to tell you what's awesome, man. So there's a lot of up things about boxing, but they don't say shit. I mean, nobody talks. It's the most amazing.
A true pound-for-pound battle for undisputed dominance at 168 pounds. Canelo Alvarez, the pride of Mexico, is a champion across 4 weight divisions and the reigning king of super middleweight. Known for his knockout power, tight defense, and adaptability in the ring, Canelo has faced and beaten many of boxing's biggest names. With a record of 63 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, including 39 knockouts, he remains a dominant force. He became the first undisputed super middleweight champion in 2021 and recently defended his crown in May 2025 with a clear win over William Skull.
What, you're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world. At 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
Do you think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses.
We have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right. Crawford, pound for pound, number 1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys.
Terence Crawford, the quiet killer from Omaha, Nebraska, has conquered divisions from lightweight to light middleweight. His switch-hitting style, high ring IQ, and finishing power make him one of boxing's most dangerous technicians. He made history by becoming the undisputed welterweight champ after dismantling Errol Spence Jr., and now at 5'8" with longer.
Is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, what are we, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. Power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys.
Arms than Canelo, Crawford insists the so-called size difference is a myth. He's a heavy dude, Crawford said, but he's not a big guy. He's 5'8", I'm 5'8", and my arms are longer. The difference is the weight classes, not the height. Some experts say Crawford is walking into a trap. No tune-up. Fight. No margin for error. Moving up to 168 pounds and facing someone like Canelo without a warm-up, it's a gamble. Critics call it a money move, not a competitive one.
And he was like standing right in front of Canelo, and Canelo's just whiffing. It was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what he learned.
Interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. You know, I think business talk. You know, with the right business come across the table, you know, it happened. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, you know? So that fight would be good.
How is Crawford, his composure, going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. He's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6. If you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have, and to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. When a guy has that ingredient...
Some even say Crawford could ruin his legacy if the fight goes badly. Canelo, who originally brushed off Crawford as not being worth the time, has now changed his tune. If the fight makes sense for his legacy and the money,
Crawford gonna beat Canelo Alvarez, we need to talk about it. When we look at the guys who've had success with Canelo, we'll look at Bivol, we'll look at Golovkin, we'll look at Floyd, and we'll look at Lara. Yes, I'll throw Lara in there, why not? I think all these fights are absolutely irrelevant coming into this bout. Some of them are just dated, or some of these guys' style just cannot apply. For example, a guy in Lara. If Crawford wanted to fight how Lara fought Canelo, he would probably gas out in 7 rounds, or if he made it 12, he just wouldn't get that decision. It's that simple. Let's take a guy in Golovkin. Crawford just simply does not have the punching power, nor do I think he has the gas tank at 68. He's not a good enough puncher to try to fight Canelo like Golovkin. He doesn't have the physical traits, even in the chin department. Then you have Floyd Mayweather. Well, both can have a bit of similarities. The speed, reflexes, technical prowess, IQ, timing, counterpunching, lateral movement. It's just too much from Floyd. I don't think Bud could take much from Floyd's game plan to implement it into his own success in September. And then you have Dimitri. The speed, the technical prowess, the IQ, the length is too much. So essentially, Terrence Crawford is going to have to beat Canelo in a way that nobody has ever beaten him or gave him any issues in. I'm gonna tell you exactly how Crawford's gonna fight. He's gonna fight like his damn self. It's too late in his career to change up the game plan. It's too late in his career for him to want to change up the game plan coming to a fight of this magnitude with a style he's never fought before. That would be a recipe for disaster. He's gonna be more than likely off the back foot. He's gonna be looking for counter shots. And I think there will be a point in this fight where he's simply just trying to survive. I like Crawford. He's an amazing pound for pound fighter. A different animal at 168. This is one of the greatest of all time. I see win scenarios for him, but I don't see him being realistic. I can see him fighting off the back foot, using his speed, timing, and feet to stay away from Canelo. but that's very, very, very unlikely.
If it's what I want, I'm gonna take it. You know.
Would you put a rehydration clause in there?
We'll see. I don't like to talk about other fight when I got it.
But you understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight the fans want to see you in there with. You understand?
I understand that. Same happened with Golovkin.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with
And it happened.
And same with the video Sunday.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Throw, and with Mayweather, and with Cotto.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go up to 175? It's 168. I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morel, you got the rematch VP law.
If I go 175, that's pretty much
that would be the first time. Well, then you can look around and see what's out there. 175.
And then we.
Would you make a Crawford's performance against Benjamin?
I think he knows why he's weight class in there, right? He made a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was out there in LA.
Because he want to sell the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't say it.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? So in the past, you told me no.
If the money is right, I mean,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters around.
No matter how you spin it, this is a collision between power and intelligence, speed and experience, pride and legacy. Crawford didn't come this far to play it safe. Canelo isn't planning to hand over his throne. Who takes it? Canelo's strength or Crawford's strategy? Drop your pick below.